Now, entering into 2025, the market has been a little bit slow on flipping. Flips have been taking a little bit longer to actually sell. It's a slow market for flippers. It's really a slow market right now. Slow market right now. Don't get caught up in the hype. And you gotta be very cognizant of what properties you're buying, which ones you want, which ones you don't. If this is your first time you're watching these videos, you're like, man, have a good understanding of what flipping is. You may be doing analysis on the property and you may not even want to buy it because the risk may be too great. It is 2025. What does 2025 have in store for investors alike and those who want to get into the real estate space or who've already been trending in the real estate space? You've been doing your own thing, been navigating the waters despite what it is right now. If you're an investor who's looking to buy rental properties, flip properties, this video is for you for 2025. Look, there's some things happening in this market. Stay tuned, watch the video to the end. You'll get a lot of insight from what I see in my market and what I see with other people's markets. I'm processing their loans at the same time. All right, let's get into it. Hi, I am Gene Garand. I am a local investor and hard money lender in the state of Florida. If you're just tuning into the channel, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Want to give you guys an insight of what's taking place in 2025. Right now, this market is a little bit wacky, kooky, call it whatever you want to call it. It is crazy. I'll tell you a little bit what's going on for me, and then I'll tell you what I see across the board in different states and with different investors I'm having conversations with along the way. Now, entering into 2025, the market has been a little bit slow on flipping. Flips have been taking a little bit longer to actually sell, particularly in the areas where it's not the best outlook. You guys can kind of infer what I mean by that. Some areas like changing areas, quote unquote, like they're just growth areas, y'all. It's just what it is. They're just not doing so well. I have a house right now in a growth area. It's been in the market for 129 days. And I expect it might be another 30 days. Now, granted, the agent that we had on the property just wasn't doing an adequate job, which I'll get into a whole different story about that. But it's still been on the market so long. So right now, flippers are competing with new construction a little bit because new construction have a lot of incentives.
Like what? What?
So if you're gonna flip a property in today's market in 2025, location matters, finishes matters, incentives matter. You cannot flip a property currently right now without providing some type of incentive if you're in the 500 and below price point. Now, if you're in the upper 800,000 to $1 million, I'm not speaking to that. I've only flipped properties anything below 800. And what I'm seeing, the 500, the 330 in Central Florida, across Florida, they're giving incentives. They're paying for agents' commissions off the gate, and they're providing incentives so people can actually buy their properties and have closing costs. I'm seeing that across the board. So if you talk to a realtor right now, they'll tell you, I see credits are being provided to these buyers. A lot of programs are being done, are being activated right now. And some buyers don't really qualify. So for me, what I'm seeing right now in this market is it's a slow market for flippers. It's really a slow market right now. Slow market right now. And you gotta be very cognizant of what properties you're buying, which ones you want, which ones you don't. And you may have to sit. If this is your first time you're watching these videos, you're like, man, have a good understanding of what flipping is. You may be doing analysis on the property and you may not even want to buy it because the risk may be too great, particularly if you're entering in a space or the market where there's not a lot of flips being taken place. You're maybe the third flipper, maybe the fifth flipper in that market. Rule of thumb, if you don't see a lot of flippers in a market, don't flip there for your first time. If you see one or two, let the experienced people go into it. If you're gonna flip a property that's not block, stucco, and is purely wood frame and siding, depending on where market you're in, if it's not a prominent thing in Florida, like you may not want to even go into that. So what I'm seeing right now is there is a lot of days on market for flips. Resales are taking a little bit longer than we expected. Some of my properties I've had to kind of hold them. Instead of me going to sell them, I just don't want to sell them for the price that I want to because it doesn't make sense. Well, I can't sell for the price I want, so the price that the market is offering me, I don't want it. So I'm gonna convert it to a rental, which I'm doing now with some of my properties. What I'm telling you is if you're watching this video, in essence is you gotta be very careful of what you're doing in 2025. And you gotta, like, some areas in the hood, I'm not even investing, just being honest with you. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, I'm just not investing because it's just taking so long. And that market right now, they're just picky. They're really picky. They're like, they will concede, like they don't want the extra bedroom. They will go down the street in a better area because that's what they want, quote unquote, to get a 3-2. They don't care if the house is a lot bigger. I'm seeing that right now because I'm seeing my own properties. I'm seeing other investors who I lent money to having the same problem. I know flippers who are doing 40 deals, 2023, 2024, they did 25. So it's telling you that they're reserved, right? They're taking a step back. They're not doing deals that doesn't quite fit the criteria, doesn't fit their buy box, it doesn't fit their exit strategy. So for you, I would say the same thing. Be very cognizant of what you're doing right now in this market. Don't get caught up in the hype. And if you're flipping out of state and you don't have a right crew, don't do it. Flip in your local market, your back door, an hour or two away from you. You can easily access it. Do not go into 2025 trying to be this I'm top dog and you don't have the bandwidth and the market is slow. The market is slow. Days on market is extremely long right now. That's just the reality of it. So that being said, in 2025, this video is not to scare you. This video is to just educate you. It's not telling you not to do it. It's just telling you to be very cautious of what you do. Because flipping, remember, you as a flipper get paid at the end. And if you don't get paid, are you willing to convert that property into a rental and wait to get paid? And are you okay with money sitting in a deal until you sell it 2-3 years down the road and wait for that cash flow? Now there's other incentives and other bonuses you can kind of get, like bonus depreciation, cost segregation, all this type of stuff that will help you in your taxes. 100%. However, if you're flipping for cash flow, you got to be very strategic on what you're doing right now in this market. Okay, I'm gonna drop a lot more other videos on projects I'm doing. Also, how to kind of make sure that your funding criteria is on point. If you're trying to get hard money or if you're trying to do a DSCR loan, which I happily do for you. If you guys have any questions about funding your flips or funding your rental properties, we can get you a debt service cover ratio loan for 30 years, fixed rate, and that will help you completely not have to go through all the documents you need to. You can essentially just basically buy the property, but make sure the rent's up to par. We can get it funded for you. It's like I've done for countless investors throughout the course of 2024. I'm looking forward to servicing those in 2025 as well and giving more knowledge, but not more videos. Sorry I haven't put a video out for a little while. Been a little hectic around the holidays, trying to get sure I get family time in, a lot more information, a lot more data, also a lot more case studies, a lot more renovation videos, and a lot more cost analysis. You guys seem to like cost analysis videos, so I'm gonna drop a few more of those that I'm actually gonna do in person. So lock in, subscribe to the channel, leave comment, leave feedback. See you guys in the next video. Looking forward to having a monster 2025. We're making the right decisions along the way. So thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. See you guys in the next one.
Invest the mind, stacking cash in the vertical. Hard money lender, getting green is surgical. Contractor skills, blueprint to the build. Mentor all the hustlers, teach them how to will. Turning dreams into deeds, got the world thrilled.
It's a slow market for flippers. It's really a slow market right now.